So you've made it to assessment plan number 2. Well, here we go. Within this, you have a combination of functional skill workbooks and some of the main aims. Now, the main aim workbooks go across both of your qualifications. They meet the technical certificate and the main aim. So it's really important that when you answer these questions, you answer them in a two-prong attack. You find the answer and then apply it practically to what you do. So let's break that down. Your first workbook is Introduction to Communication. Within here you have about 8 questions that you need to answer. Work your way through them and email them back to your assessor for marking. Remember, the more detail that you give around the practical element, the better it will be towards the performance of what you're doing. But equally, you need to apply the level of knowledge, and that's your technical certificate. So tell us what you do. Now, it's really important that you proofread your work and just double check it through a plagiarism checker or an online spelling grammar checker. This gives you an opportunity to work through some of your functional skills. Now, you have functional skills workbooks in here for understanding writing, reading, and speaking and listening. So it's important you read those because they're your self-study material. Your maths one also looks at working with numbers, so it's important you have a look at that. Now, I'm not saying you need to complete these, but they are there for you to help develop yourself. Okay, so do bear that in mind. We will, when we meet up or do the review process, we will refer back to them to make sure that you have looked at them and that you are comfortable within that subject matter. Okay, and again, it depends on what you said on your original skill scan. You may say, look, actually, I'm okay with working with numbers. I don't really need to do that one. I think I'm competent in that area. That's fine, but only you know that. Around the other workbooks, so we've got equality and diversity, we've got safeguarding, and I think we've got personal and professional development. Again, you've got 4 workbooks there that I want you to have a look at, work your way through, and really get to understand what it is you're doing. I lied, there's 5. If you need any advice and guidance, contact your assessor, but ultimately, your task here is to download these workbooks, read your reading material, answer them and reflect. When your assessor comes to see you, they will conduct their observation to complete those units. They're not going to come and observe you until you have completed these workbooks, because it's really important that we know what you're doing before we go into an assessment with you to observe your practice. So please don't expect to be observed unless you have completed those. Once you've done that, you'll be 50% through your technical certificate, which is your knowledge certificate, and you'll be a quarter way through your main qualification. So if you're not good at fractions, now's a good time to learn them. But actually that's not really bad, that's really good going. So bear that in mind. If you need any advice or help, again, you can post a comment on the postcard or you can contact your assessor. If you don't feel that you're getting the feedback from your assessor, then by all means contact the IQA, who will then help you as well. So I wish you all the very best of luck with assessment plan number 2.